Got some breaking news, people. Apparently, Tom Holland is the new Spider-Man that Marvel and Sony have chosen for the MCU. I saw some videos of this kid doing some kind of crazy flips or something, and it's pretty impressive. This is done with like no strings attached or anything. No strings. Funny. It's pretty impressive for someone who doesn't have a stunt double. It's like, all right, kind of hooked me there. Like, I don't see anyone else doing that. Honestly, I just want this kid to be funny, okay? I don't really care who they pick. This guy's not that little kid. He looks like he's 5 years old. Damn. So glad it's not that Butterfingers kid. Thank gosh. He still looks like he's okay, I guess. I heard he's like 19 or something, so hopefully it won't be too many movies of him in high school, because the kid's 19, he's going to be like 23 before the second movie's out, so. I mean, movies like every couple of years, so it's like they can't possibly push the high school thing for too long before it gets ridiculous, like with Maguire and Garfield. Those two were like 25 when they started, respectively. You know what I'm saying? It's like, so yeah, Marvel, don't push the high school thing too far. You know you want to do the Harry Potter thing, but even that dragged out a little bit with the high school stuff. It was unnecessary after a while, you know? It's like, what's the point? So there's a link on superherohype.com. Picture of Mr. Tom Holland next to a picture of Spider-Man from that new Spider-Man series that's on now in the comics. I don't read because it's stupid, but you know. Sony Pictures and Marvel Studios have announced that following a lengthy casting process, actor Tom Holland in The Impossible or In the Heart of the Sea will play Peter Parker's Spider-Man in the next Spider-Man film, which is set to hit theaters on July 28, 2017. In addition, director John Watts, director of the upcoming thriller Cop Car, will helm the feature. Marvel and Sony Pictures have producers Kevin Feige and Amy Pascal conducted an extensive search for both the actor and the director. The studios and producers were impressed by Holland's performances in The Impossible, Wolf Hall, and the upcoming In the Heart of the Sea, and by a series of complex screen tests, following Marvel's tradition of working with the brightest next wave of directors. Watts also went through multiple meetings with Feige, Pascal, and the studio before winning the job. Good for him, I guess. It's a big day here at Sony, Kevin. Kevin, Amy, and their teams have done an incredible job. Tom Rothman, Sony Pictures Motion Pictures Group chairman, said, "The Marvel process is very thorough, and that's why the results are so outstanding. I'm confident Spider-Man will be no exception. I'm working with a number of up-and-coming directors who have gone on to be superstars, and believe that John is just such an outstanding talent. For Spidey himself, we saw many terrific young actors, but talent screen tests were special. All in all, we were off to a roaring start." As with James Gunn, Joss Whedon, and the Russo brothers, we love finding new and exciting voices to bring these characters to life. Kevin Feige added, "We spent a lot of time with John and find his take and work inspiring." Amy Pascal added, "Sony, Marvel, Kevin, and I all knew that for Peter Parker we had to find a vibrant, talented young actor capable of embodying one of the most well-known characters in the world. With Tom, we found the perfect actor to bring Spider-Man's story into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Sony Pictures will finance and release worldwide the next installment of the $4 billion Spider-Man franchise in a film co-produced by Kevin Feige and his expert team at Marvel and Amy Pascal, who oversaw the franchise launch for the studio 13 years ago. Together they will collaborate on a new creative direction for the web slinger. Hopefully they can scratch the high school crowd out of there. Reading the comments, some idiot thinks this guy is going to be Miles Morales. Like, clearly didn't read the freaking post, idiot. lot of good videos of this kid doing flips and stuff. And he is Peter Parker now, Miles Morales. Don't even go there. Miles Morales ain't gonna happen anytime soon. Or ever. Keep dreaming though. This is gonna be in 2017, this movie. Apparently he's gonna make an appearance in Civil War or something. That's what I'm hoping. I was hoping they would reveal the kid in Civil War, but this is good too. I figured this would be a big freaking announcement, you know? Oh, Spider-Man. But of course Marvel ain't going to Comic-Con for some reason, again. What is going on with these morons? I wonder if no one gives a crap about Ant-Man, because they ain't advertising the movie. Because no one cares.
Good morning, everybody. This morning I woke up, I was very tired. Came over to my basin to brush my teeth. I got my toothbrush, got my toothpaste, started brushing my teeth, but it was gross, because it wasn't toothpaste, it was hair gel. Great. Good morning.
Alright. That's kind of dry humor, but I guess. I don't know. And it definitely strikes me as a young Peter Parker for sure. He's got that attitude going on. The little kitty stuff, like from the Ultimate Universe, which I first despised, but. Whoa. This kid just jumped over a freaking gymnastic thing, like, what the deuce? Damn. That was me, I would have crashed into it and collapsed onto the floor, gasping for air. What the? As far as I'm concerned, all he needs is the freaking suit. My goodness. Wow. Wow. Just freaking wow. I'm impressed. I thought it was going to take a lot more to convince me of this kid, or anyone, was coming better than Garfield, but I still haven't seen this kid act yet, but he might do okay. The world? This kid won't even need a freaking stunt double. Lord have mercy. Gulp. It's hard not to be impressed watching those videos. Moviepod.com. It's impressive. Man, oh man. I wasn't really worried about the new Spider-Man. Just wish they kept Garfield, but hey, if they want to do something new, I guess it's their movie. So, I mean, it can't be worse than Maguire. So, I mean, honestly, all respect to both actors, Maguire and Andrew Garfield, brought something unique to their respective roles. Raimi had the '60s, early '60s vibe going on, and Garfield had Ultimate Spider-Man 616 thing mixed in there, you know. Granted, I think Garfield was a better Spider-Man. Maguire was kind of a better Peter Parker. I just wish he was a little smarter and less crying, you know. But Garfield nailed both parts of Peter Parker and Spider-Man. Showed the intellect finally. And he was freaking hilarious in the costume, which is exactly what he's supposed to be doing. You know, that's why I enjoyed his performance so damn much. It's freaking funny. It's what you expect. I mean, they had Robert Downey Jr. cracking jokes for some reason as if he's actually funny. I mean, he kind of is, but he's not a comedian, you know. It's like, but anyway, back to Spider-Man. Congratulations to this kid, I guess. Tom Holland, he's like 19 or something. So I'm just curious to see how long they're going to do this high school thing, because it's not going to work if he's 19 years old. There's only so many years you can force someone to play a specific role that he's too old for. 19 years old, he should be playing at least 18-year-old, 17 at the earliest. Haven't been in his junior year or something. 2 movies in high school, it's fine. You don't need 4 freaking movies of him in high school. It's ridiculous. And for those of you hoping for Miles Morales, don't get your hopes up. You'll have him in the comic books. He's going to be having his own series or something in the comics now. So you can check that out if you want, I guess. But it's not going to happen on the big screen. I'm just telling you that right now. I said it before, but it's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. They're not going to risk upsetting the general public by having a biracial Spider-Man on the big screen. First of all, anyone outside of the comic book readers ain't going to know who he is. They're going to spend too much time with his origin that no one wants to see. Trying to explain who this kid is, and we haven't even established Peter Parker yet. Peter Parker that people actually like, outside of me. Congrats to this kid. I mean, if you nailed the job, it must have been for a reason. posted something on my Facebook channel or page. But yeah, good luck to this kid, man. Good luck. He's got some heavy shoes to fill, as far as I'm concerned. Garfield set that bar pretty high. Maguire, not so much. I mean, he was okay. The third one is where we can argue about how good he was, but even then, he wasn't really characterized well, and in a way, he was miscast. Argue if you want, but we all know it's true. Looking back, he was incredibly miscast. Him, Dunst, James Franco was probably the best part of the whole trilogy. He's the only one that actually had freaking development out of everyone in the freaking Raimi trilogy. But some villains I definitely want to see in this new Spider-Man series. Goblin, classic Goblin. No more armored goblins, please. I want to see the Shocker, Rhino, the real Rhino, not that Transformer stuff from Amazing Spider-Man 2. Kingpin, definitely. Maybe they can do a crossover with the Daredevil on Netflix. I want to see Daredevil train Spider-Man. I want to see Madam Web, Mary Jane. Let's try to avoid Uncle Ben and Origins. Flashbacks at the most, please. Let's see, who else do we got? Hey, what about the Tinkerer? I mean, he's not a big villain, but he can be like behind the scenes or something. Osborn, I think, has been cast already. Norman. We don't need Harry right now. I wouldn't mind if they skipped Harry altogether, honestly. How many times have we seen Harry twice now? In like 10 years? But hey, if you're not gonna have Miles as Spider-Man, you still introduce the character, have them be friends or something. You know? They have similar DNA, so if they kill off Peter in the future, you can always at least hint at Miles or something. You know? He's become so far from the comic books. It'll be, if anything, it'll be something for the fans versus the regular people who watch movies just for entertainment purposes. But yeah, congrats to Tom Holland, man. I'm impressed with this kid. I'm watching a couple of his videos doing these crazy freaking flips and acrobatics. It just made my jaw drop to the freaking floor. I'm like, what the? Damn. I've not seen this kid act, but I'm impressed with what I have seen. This kid's got potential, man. He's gonna blow everyone away. I can just tell. I can usually tell these things. Like that ass and butter fingers kid, like he's 5 years old. There's no way that kid would have. No, there's no way. I mean, he would have worked for the young stuff to want to do, but Holland is like 19 or something, so there's only so much you can do in that kind of field of age. You know what I'm saying? It's like he's 19. They can do at least 2 movies of him in high school, then move on to college. 2 movies at the most. 2, maybe 3, but 4 is kind of pushing it. Yeah, they want the Harry Potter stuff with the have him in high school for 4 movies, but that's kind of lame. Even the Harry Potter films that dried out a little too much. So you know what I'm saying. It was kind of pointless after a while. I was like, dude, I want to see Harry being a wizard. I don't want to see him dealing with this teenage crap. You know what I'm saying? It's like, same thing with Spider-Man. It's like, he's too popular, too well known for us to be wasting time with him in high school. It's an interesting angle to go for a film, but it's at the same time, it's a waste. Especially when you got actors that are like 19, 20, or well beyond their high school years, playing high school kids that are like 15. Like, doesn't make any sense. I'm just hoping, keep my fingers crossed, that he actually appears in Civil War next year. That's what I was hoping he would be announced in Civil War, but they are already starting filming, so they have to get this kid cast. And they have finally cast the kid, Tom Holland. I'm impressed, man. I'm impressed. It doesn't take that much to impress me, but I just want this kid. I want this kid to be funny. You know what I'm saying? Like Garfield was freaking hilarious. He was hilarious. The kid knew what he was doing. He loves the character. He was freaking hilarious when he was in the costume. Granted, they made Gwen a little bit smarter than him in the movies, which I didn't really like that much. Because he wasn't really portrayed as a genius. He was just really handy with science, which is okay, I guess. That's the writing department's fault, not anyone else. Yeah. I want to see him get the crap out of the shocker. Like, if he's just starting out, just have the shocker appear a couple of times in the movie, like he does in the Ultimate Comics. Well, this guy's a joke. I'm just going to wave his gloves and be done with it. I never knew your name was Herman. Well, you are kind of in my neighborhood, Herman. Quote from the Ultimate Spider-Man video game. One of my favorites. One of my favorites. It's a shame it won't be on the Xbox One or anything, but can always hope for future games to be like that one. I want to see a Daredevil train Spider-Man. From like the Daredevil from Netflix, train Spider-Man. Heck, you can have a mini-series with this new kid on Netflix if you want, to get people prepared for the movie next year. That's what I would do. They made a video one time saying you should put Spider-Man on Netflix, particularly Miles Morales Spider-Man, but obviously not going down that road. I'm curious. Are they going to even cast Mary Jane in this new series? Are they going to do the Gwen Stacy thing? Maybe Liz Allen, Betty Brant? They got to bring Jameson back at some point. I don't care if it's J.K. Simmons or someone else. You got to bring him back. He's part of the Spider-Man universe. Essential to the Spider-Man universe. I would say I want to see Black Cat, but I don't really know how they would do that. I want to see the black suit done right. Done right. Now, the black suit would have been good to do with Garfield Spider-Man because after Gwen's death, he was in the perfect position to get the black suit and go crazy. Can you imagine Black Suit Spider-Man going up against Thanos? It'd be insane. It'd be insane. It's like, you look at the team now in the Avengers. Scarlet Witch, Vision, War Machine, Falcon, Cap, Black Widow. I don't know what Hawkeye's doing. I really don't care. But throw a Black Suit Spider-Man on that team. Game over. Keep telling people we need a bigger team if we're going to fight Thanos, man. If they want to survive fighting Thanos, need a bigger freaking team. People with actual powers. Miss Marvel, Doctor Strange, Iron Fist, Luke Cage, Black Panther. He's got like the vibranium weapons or something. He's a freaking king of Wakanda. If they had the X-Men, I'd say put Storm in there too, but unfortunately, Fox still owns the rights to X-Men. For now, anyway. I'm kind of excited now, man. I mean, I was a little bit on the fence in the past when I heard about Spider-Man in the MCU. Like, oh boy. Because I wanted to bring Andrew Garfield back. But unfortunately, that's not going to happen. They have their new Spider-Man, and they're going to go forward with this new direction in the MCU. I'm freaking amped now, man. Not only am I getting Arkham Knight today, but freaking Spider-Man has been finally cast in the MCU. There's the movie's coming out in 2 years. Hopefully, he's going to make an appearance in Civil War. Not a big one. I don't want him to overshadow Captain America. It's still Captain America's movie, you know? That's why I didn't like when they said that Stark was going to be in there. I'm like, why? Doesn't he steal spotlight from them already in the Avengers movies? Doesn't do anything in his own films. Barely puts on the freaking armor. And in the Avengers movies, he takes up all the freaking spotlight. You want to know why he beat the Hulk in Avengers 2? Disney. And Robert Downey Jr.'s ego. Wasn't going to let anything else happen. I think we all know that the angry Hulk gets, the stronger he gets. There's no way a freaking robot suit is gonna take him down. Give me a break. Like, I kept waiting for freaking Thor to show up and beat the crap out of the Hulk. That's what should have happened. So what how it should have ended. They didn't put Thor in that one, but that's what should have happened. Should have had this stupid magic pool thing going on. I thought Rafiki was gonna show up as a cameo. It was a waste. It's glad Joss Whedon's done. Good riddance. They could also put the Scorpion in this new series if they wanted to. Some lesser known villains that would work pretty well on screen. Maybe the Vulture, Shocker, Scorpion, Hammerhead, Tombstone. They worked in the Spectacular Spider-Man show before it was canceled. Maybe they can have Eddie Brock be his college buddy or something like in the Ultimate series. Since they screwed up him so bad in Spider-Man 3. Oh man, that was bad. He was half my size, and he beat the crap out of Spider-Man in like 3 seconds. But I'm not going to go into that. I have a feeling they're going to be following this show pretty closely. Just got this good feeling. Like, maybe they can redo the Lizard, Sandman, perhaps. Maybe the Enforcers. Who knows? All I know is that this kid's got me hooked already. Just watch those videos on moviepod.com. Shoot me on Facebook right now. Breaking news, so. Yep, Tom Holland cast as part of in Marvel's next superhero film. It's on Facebook now. And it's been confirmed, my friends. I just hope Sony listens to Marvel and listens to their input, because I don't think anyone else will watch another fiasco like the last couple of Spider-Man films. As great as Garfield was, he wasn't giving good material to work with at all. At all. I'm kind of curious what his new suit's going to look like. Is it going to be a classic suit with the webs underneath his arms, or like this one? And if they can give Captain America's freaking bright, freaking red, white, and blue, then they can give Spider-Man his classic costume. It's not that hard. I mean, for Pete's sake, the year in Deadpool was his costume right out of the freaking comics. So they can do that. They can do that to Spider-Man. Kid's 19, looks a little younger, I guess. According to Geek.com, it's weird how British dudes keep playing all-American New York Spider-Man. Funny. I wonder how many movies you sign on for. If they cast Spider-Man in the MCU, they gotta have him sign up for at least 3-4 films. At least for now. See how this kid does. I'm freaking amped, man. So amped. This is great news. A little on the fence, but it's great news. Meet the new Spider-Man, Tom Holland. He's got the teenage thing going on for sure. Definitely. I can see it. He'll make his on-screen debut next year in Captain America Civil War, in anticipation of a standalone Spider-Man film in 2017. Excellent. Now, this is what I'm talking about, man. They should just announce it at Comic-Con, honestly. Could you imagine the freaking uproar in the crowds? People go freaking bananas. Go bananas. Like, well, I always go to Comic-Con to Spider-Man, so I probably pissed my pants if I ever heard this news. And I was walking around and someone said, "Oh, by the way, we cast Spider-Man in the MCU." No one to thank me. I can see him going into the role. It's clear what they want to do. Hope Aunt May's a young Aunt May like she was in the Amazing films. I was never crazy about her being like 90 years old, somehow still being alive. She might have been his freaking grandma. Damn, this kid has got some serious acrobatic skills, man. Like Garfield had those skateboard skills, pretty cool in that movie. But this kid doesn't even, he might never need a freaking stunt double. I mean, like, damn. This kid could probably go head to head with Iron Man or someone, you know? I mean, like, I can't see him fighting the Hulk, but like I said, I just hope this kid is funny, you know? Can't have all the acting chops in the world. If you're not funny in the role of Spider-Man, you don't deserve the role. So hopefully part of his, screen test was testing his humor, see if he's naturally funny, like Andrew Garfield was. That's the one thing Maguire was missing in his movies. He wasn't funny. It's like this is like flooding the internet right now. I only imagine how many other people are reporting on this news. The Impossible star Tom Holland has been announced as the new Spider-Man. He'll be playing the friendly neighborhood web crawler starting from Captain America Civil War, and then a standalone Spidey flick directed by John Watts, the Homer behind Cop Car. After a long and arduous search for the actor who would go on to headline a new franchise, after the previous one starring Andrew Garfield fell apart, Marvel Studios and Sony Pictures announced an unprecedented collaboration for the future of the series and came together to audition young actors for the role. Here's the article. Previous contenders included Asa Butterfield, aka Butterfingers, Nat Wolff, The Fault in Our Stars, Liam James, The Way Way Back, and Timothy Chalamet, Interstellar. They were all brought to Atlanta, Georgia, where the Captain America sequel was in production, so that the chosen star could immediately be put to work. Interesting. Along with this big announcement, the studios have also named relative newcomer John Watts as the man who will helm the solo Spider-Man movie for Sony. Contenders for the directing gig included Jonathan Levine, Drew Goddard, Ted Melfi, Jonathan Goldstein, and John Francis. and John Francis Daly, and Jared Hess. I'm really excited about this. This is official, people, from Marvel Studios themselves, right here. Sony Pictures have found our Spider-Man star and director. Posted at 12:09 p.m. on the 23rd, earlier today. After rumors of a growing rift between studios over who to pick, Holland's casting is expected to lead the character into fresh new territory. Marvel President Kevin Feige previously confirmed that the character would indeed be Peter Parker, and controversially not Miles Morales, obviously. He also confirmed that the new series will focus on Parker as a high schooler. That's the one thing I don't really care for, but I'll see what they do, because it's all you can really hope for right now, you know? I mean, Butterfield might have been a good choice. So the kid looks like he's 5 years old, so I'm glad I didn't go with him. Look at these videos. Oh my goodness. Damn. Really looks like kind of buffed for a kid his size. I'm impressed.
Right?
All this kid needs is the freaking suit, as far as I'm concerned. Damn. I don't know about you, but there's no way I'm gonna be able to do that. Wow. Wow. God bless America.